If you know this map, you remember what it felt like. This was an entire world that lived inside a Nintendo 8-bit game. But this time, I wanted to see it in the real world. So this year marks the 40th anniversary of this game right here. Now this is my original NES cartridge for The Legend of Zelda. This is the game that changed my life forever. It got my imagination going. To this day, I credit this game for everything. So of course, I wanted to bring it into the real world using 3D printing. I found the model on Overworld, and I will put the link in the description below if you guys want to try your hand at this. It was uploaded and created by a creator named Fletch, and it was a perfect representation of the project that I wanted to print out. This is a multicolor print. It uses the AMS systems. Everything is built in when you bring in the profile. But if you guys don't have the multicolor, you could probably print this out in one color and try your hand at painting it. Don't be timid with it. Just kind of attack it with paints. I use PLA filament, and I used the colors at hand. I just matched what the references on the page was, and just kind of, if it was a green, I used green, dark green, etc. So I had them on hand, didn't have to order anything special, and printed away. When it was time to assemble, I laid out all the prints before me and followed the directions. Now, the directions say that there's no glue required. Everything is kind of friction held in place, and for the most part, absolutely true. A lot of it is just kind of snapped into place. The tolerance is very, very tight, but I did have to glue some pieces down just because they were trying to bow in the middle. So, some super glue never hurts anything. It's all good. So as I'm putting everything together, the memories start flooding back. How many hours I would spend studying this map. It was an obsession for a long time, and it still is. There's still things that I remember playing the game. It was the first of its kind, meaning like you had this kind of like you created a character and you started from nothing, absolutely nothing, to clothes on your back, and then you get your first sword and you start to explore the map a little bit, and then you discovered where the dungeons were, and then where everything was secretly hidden through burning a bush, blowing up a cave, finding extra hearts. It just kind of like this hero's journey, if you will, on this little 8-bit game. The music was iconic, the characters are iconic. To this day, Zelda is one of the probably the most nostalgic and epic adventure that gaming offers, in my opinion. I'm a Gen X kid, so it went from playing outside, physical, action figures and everything, to thrust into this digital 8-bit world, and Zelda was its first of its kind. It had the first game to have a save feature, which was important because I used to have the game on pause, go to school, get up in the morning, play the game, put it on pause, go to school, and come home and restart the game. I'm surprised that the Nintendo even held up that good. And back in the day, guys, you used to switch your TV and your video, or your gaming on channels 3 and 4 with a little toggle switch. Your parents wouldn't even know that the game was on pause. So good times, man. I love it. But yeah, before strategy guides, before the Nintendo Power came out, or that NES strategy guide, the black book with all the secrets and tips and tricks through all Nintendo games. Zelda had this twofold map out there, and it showed you most of the hidden worlds and all these secret levels, and just a cool guide of each dungeon going through it. And I used to again study for hours. I carried that booklet, the gaming booklet, with all the items and the creature names and bios that they had in there. Again, absolutely obsessed with the Legend of Zelda, the gold disc, right? I just was thrilled when my parents came home with that cartridge. I was just blown away, and still to this day, I go on, when I do play it, I still have a hard time trying to find things. And that's what the beauty about this game is. It's the game of discovery. So finding this model itself was an adventure. Finding it on the Maker World, having the thought process of let's print this out, and of course the stories behind everything, from the starting zone where you get your wooden sword right here, all the way to level 7 right there, which is something that I discovered on accident. I couldn't find it, and had the little whistle in the items, and I just kept blowing the whistle and blowing the whistle and blowing the whistle, and it led me to one of the ponds, and I kept doing it, and it opened up a secret door, and entered level 7 before I had the strategy guides and everything. And I ran to every house, neighborhood friend, and schoolmates, and told them that I found level 7, and they didn't believe me until they went home and tried it. But so personal stories, that's what it's all about, and this is going to start a map collection, a 3D printed map collection, starting with Hyrule from the very first Zelda game. I plan on doing Westeros from Game of Thrones, and of course Middle Earth, right? And just having so much fun with it. This did come with a little hook area there, so you can pin it to the wall and everything. So this is going to go on the wall of my map collection, and I'm going to discover and see or explore how to maybe take a couple of these scenes and blow them up, where you have the creatures, the Octoroks, and Link in there. And I think it's going to be fantastic start of an epic series. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you took a little, enjoyed a trip down of, memory lane, if you will, and a little bit of a nostalgia trip. And if you guys have played this game and it's changed your life too, leave me a comment section below. And let's hear your personal story. Let's hear where you got stuck on this map and how you figured it out. Pre-strategy guide, post-strategy guide, whatever it is. I love hearing about it and everything. And I still play this game to this day. I'll start over, and it's just so cool to start with nothing, and then you beat the villain and save the princess and everything. And awesome. So with that, thank you for making it all the way to the end of this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't, because more content is coming, and more builds like this, nostalgia builds, bigger builds, faster ones, a little bit of vlogs going into 3D printing world. It's all here. This channel's for you. Thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, until the next one, I will see you.